This is my pencil case. It's very cute. It's very cute. I have all my acrylic pens in here. I am going to go straight into it. I have made this sketchbook here. This is a sketchbook I made in May for my exam in art school, because we have these half-year exhibitions, one around Christmas time and one around springtime, and this was my spring exhibition exam that I made. So you can like choose whatever you want to make and make it, and I have always wanted to finish a sketchbook. It's been my dream since I was this tiny, and this is one of the first sketchbooks I've ever finished, and I finished it in a month, and it was quite a process. I wanted it to be kind of an experiment, the entire sketchbook. I wanted it to be me just playing around with different mediums and experimenting a lot with different ways of drawing and throwing paint and gluing in different materials and experimenting with collage, which I haven't really done very much of before. So this has been like my first ever experimental sketchbook that I finished, because it was such an open way of making art, such a playful way. It went by super quickly, and it didn't feel like work at all. It was just really fun, and I kind of had that as a theme for my exam, talking about creativity and what creativity is and how it's kind of like playing. And this sketchbook is just me playing around, honestly. I've had so much fun. I felt like a child playing with like Barbie dolls, or like playing Pokemon, you know. I felt lost in this sketchbook. I felt like I could draw in this forever, which is a very long time. So I didn't get bored at all drawing in it, because every page is very different. I didn't force myself to be very strict or to be very kind of square with what I'm drawing, to be very neat. I didn't force myself. That's the point. I didn't force myself at all with any of it. It just came as a very natural process. So today I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this sketchbook. This is a mixed media sketchbook from, I think it's XL is the brand. It's just I painted over the front page, so I can't see the brand name, but I think it is XL, mixed media sketchbook. It's like a blue cover, you can see the blue here. It's been a great sketchbook for this kind of artistic development, because I wanted to experiment as much as I needed, and this was the perfect playground for me to do that. And yeah, I love this sketchbook. I will definitely buy another one. I have another one of these that's a bit bigger, but I really like this normal A4 size sketchbook. Yeah, I highly recommend buying one of these. You can't see the brand, but I will put a picture of it here somewhere. XL mixed media sketchbook. Go get it if you want to experiment, if you want to try different mediums. Get one of these, they're great. Good sketchbook. Now, since this was my exam exhibition, I named it Creative Impulses, and since I'm Norwegian, I wrote it in Norwegian on the front. So Kreative Impulser, that is the name of the work itself, because I look at this sketchbook as an entire art piece in and of itself, because it was meant to be that way, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna jump right into it, and I'm gonna show you my sketchbook. Welcome to my voiceover. I'm a bit sick, so excuse me if I sound sick. I can't help it. This is me, a self-portrait I did of myself last year. And on the other page is just a lot of paint splattered, because why not? I really wanted the sketchbook to be a very freeing process. I glued in bits of paper and fabric and drew all kinds of marks in it using all kinds of materials. I used acrylic paint, watercolor, Posca markers, normal markers, alcohol markers too, ink. I used color pencils and
collage, I glued in lots of things, including this strip of denim. I had a pair of pants lying around that I didn't use, so I put it in my sketchbook. This is my version of a cone head, which is cool. We like cone heads. And on this page, I had to blur this picture because it's a man eating someone's vajayjay and wearing her vajayjay as a mustache, which I thought was really funny, but it's not suitable for YouTube, so I'm sorry. Here I painted on a piece of plastic that I had laying around and painted some watercolor underneath it and experimented more with collage and drawing with marker pens. And this is a happy painting. Yeah. I tried to experiment as much as I could with mark making in this sketchbook. I tried to make marks in all kinds of ways, using coffee stains and tea and smooching things around, using my fingers a lot, gluing things in and drawing over them, and just packing the pages as much as I could with different subjects and elements of things, and just letting my go completely, and it was really nice. Here's some bits of wood that I glued into the page that I had lying around, because why not put that in my sketchbook. And this is probably my favorite illustration of all of them. It's a whale, because whales are cool and we like whales. And here is just some paints that I got, that I tested on the page. Now you can kind of see that each page has a theme to it, or a color scheme, or that I try to keep within a certain feeling or emotion or thoughts on each page. I was just expressing how I felt in the moment, really. And your feelings and thoughts change all the time, so of course each page will be a bit different from another. Here is more fabric and some people. Yeah, I highly recommend anyone who wants to get a new sketchbook to just get a sketchbook to draw freely in, to just do whatever you want in. Don't be strict with yourself, just let yourself play in your sketchbook as much as possible. To just have one goal in mind, which is to play and to have fun. It doesn't have to look pretty, it doesn't have to look amazing, as long as you're having fun. I have learned from this experiment that having fun is the most important part of making art. It is to enjoy the process, to feel like it's giving you something, to feel like you are exploring areas that you want to explore, and to learn from it. To be able to experiment is such an important part of making art and being an artist, and your sketchbook should be your playground. I believe so, that your sketchbook should be where you play the most, where you explore yourself the most as an artist. Yeah, this is the last page of the sketchbook. I really love these two pages together. I think they fit very well together, and this lady has a very horrifying look on her face. Or maybe she's happy. I hope she's happy. She looks a bit happy. Yeah, that was my sketchbook. This is the back page. I just splattered some paint on it because it was a bit boring, just grey cardboard. Now that was everything that I wanted to say about my sketchbook and show you. I hope that you're doing good.
Yeah, that was it. That was my sketchbook tour. I think I said in the beginning of my tour that the first 3 pages was made last year, while the rest of the book I made in a month. I had it like laying around for a long time until I decided to finish it. But when I started finishing it, I was painting like 2 pages a day or something like that, and I finished it in roughly 25 days. So yeah, it's possible to finish a sketchbook. I have proven myself this. It is like this belief or like something that's ingrained into most artists, I think, that finishing a sketchbook is super hard and super difficult. But this experiment really proved to me that it doesn't have to be difficult. If you just relax when you are drawing in a sketchbook and you let yourself make mistakes and you let yourself just play around and have fun, this will not feel difficult to finish a sketchbook like this. It will feel like something you want to do again and again and again and again, because it's such a creative and colorful journey. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, watching me talking about my little art. I am going to make myself a cup of tea, and then I'm going to read a tiny bit, and then I'm going to school, because I am a good student who is going to go work. I'm sorry also if it's been some background noises in this video. My neighbor is renovating their house, so it's a bit of like sounds. I will go now, and I think you should go too, and I think you should go paint something, or go draw, or go like do something creative, make music, or go sing, or do a dance or something. Go get your butt off the screen and go make your day a beautiful day. I will leave. Goodbye.